Welcome back to another episode in the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers Dynasty College Football 25. And we're starting out with good news. Brad Campanaro, Indianapolis, Indiana 4-star cornerback recruit, has just committed to us, which is amazing. Well, this is great. Right outside linebacker Benji Carter, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 4-star recruit, also commits to us. That's fantastic. 2 early commitments. And especially the cornerback is one that I'm very happy about because this is one that we need direly. That is one of our biggest positions of need. So that's certainly the one that I'm most ecstatic about. Now let's see. Danny Ivory, we are still in the mix. We drop down a little bit though. Tavarius Craig, free safety. We go up. Perkins, we're out. All right. So he drops us. He has reached the top 3. Jaquan Goodley, mid linebacker. We are still in the race, but we're pretty far beaten off. A lot has happened here. So I think we're just going to be switching over to the other view. Clearing out the players that have interests elsewhere, and then we're going to be focusing on the ones that are still interested in us. Markel Keys, this one is a little bit sad though. We were in the race alongside Georgia, but as soon as one of the big ones really gets in there, it's incredibly hard to just stay in the race. So we're going to clear out the ones that are not interested in us or that have locked us out, that have committed elsewhere. It's actually not that many, so that works. Now, the cornerback, Darren Foster, we're still in the lead. Is he going to be visiting us? When is he going to be visiting us? In week 9. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I will hard sell, though. I think we know enough to do that. So we're going to pull send to house, and we will hard sell on him, of course. I think it's this one, yeah. TV time, brand exposure, championship contender, and playing time. Here we go. We're going to leave the end of player. Do we need that? I don't think so. We're going to remove this. Let's see if we can make him be more interested in us. Alex Berlin, strong safety. I definitely want to have him. It's the same thing. He has the top 5 already. So I'm going to pull this one. We are going to schedule a visit against Marshall. Why not? Playing time. I think that's a big pull. And we're going to be hard selling as well. Is it the same one though? Yes, it is. It's TV time, brand exposure. It just seems to be a very attractive thing for most of these dudes. Now we have dropped here on Fetu Ringo. I'd like to stay in the race here. Kind of looking good on Thomas James. We're going to do the same. We're going to pull this one here. We're going to go into hard sell. And we're going to be... Nope, it's not this one for a change. Which one is it? Which one are you? You're this one. Brand Exposure, Championship, and Coach Prestige. Let's go. Do we want to schedule a visit? Let's do that. Since we're pretty well underway, we're going to schedule him a little bit later. Now, Tremont Stitzer. Oh, I'd rather follow up, to be fair. What about Ricci? Eric Ricci, free safety. I need to reshuffle this a little bit. This is hard to keep an overview right now. I'm looking at Craig, Tavarius Craig. This is the free safety that we're focusing on. Foster, another corner would be great. Ricky Meredith, we're dropping back a little bit here. Let's see, can we hard sell on him? I think we can. Let's go with this one here. That's what he's interested in. We have another 65 hours. Frederick Wimbley, we're still solidly in the lead here. Josh Robert, a halfback. I don't think that we'd really need that. John Otomewo, I think we're out of the race here. He's going to be committing. I mean, still hasn't committed to the top 3, so we're just going to stick where we are. Jaquan Goodley. Notre Dame has overtaken us. Cordell Biggers, we're super safe, but we're top 5. Let's see if we can lock this one down ASAP. Let's just go to... Oh, we don't know well, I think we can deduce it, right? It's either going to be this one or this one. We don't know yet. So let's send to house on this one. We've got 40 hours left. That means we can either do one more hard sell, and I think we're going to do this on Mitch Kellum. I think we're going to do that. Can we? Let's pull this one. Can we hearts? Do we know enough? Yes, we do. All right. Is this one right? Yeah. This seems to be the one that most players are interested in. That should give us a good push. Stitzer, we're pretty far down. Thomas James. That's looking good. Fito, Ringo, strong safety. Alex Berlin. I feel confident about this one. We just pulled friends and family. We just added the hard sell. We have scheduled a visit. All right, let's quickly go by position. We only have Greg Hardy in here. I don't really think that we need it because Onwaz Enrique is a freshman, so there's no pressure on that. I think we should get a quarterback. The question is, do we really need to go all in on the quarterback right now? Let's see, who's available? Charbonnet, Jimmy Charbonnet. Is this Coleman? Can we sort by interest, please? I mean, we're pretty well underway with Greg Hardy, to be fair. All the others were pretty far down. But we're just gonna be going for these. Just gonna be offering them a scholarship. We're not gonna be doing much more. Just want to see what happens. Maybe this will push us into their good graces a little bit more. Running backs, we're looking at Josh Robert. Is there anybody that's like interesting for us? We're already following him. Can we go to the 4 stars maybe? All those seem to have committed already. What's this? Maddox. We're gonna give him something to think about. Alright, let's return. Fullback, don't need that. Wide receivers. We have 0 wide receivers prospects. Let's take a look at that maybe. I mean, it's not a huge area of need, but it's definitely an area where we should do something. Now, what's this? Lamar Casper, 3-star. Let's go for you. And let's go for these 2. Just gonna offer. I don't really care too much about this. Tight end. We've got James lined up. For some weird reason, he's super ecstatic about us, so let's just leave him at that. Ricky Meredith. Let's see how that plays out. But it's not committed to the top 3 yet, but very far ahead. I think that's Nebraska. Same thing, Ivory, no center. Prince, very far ahead. That's looking good. Otomewo, Gessner, looking good. Otomewo, I don't think we're going to be getting this one here, but I'm not putting anything on him. So it's basically tackles. We've got 1 currently. We've got 1 guard. No centers. We're looking at defensive edges. We've got Prince and Gessner. Those would be good. No D tackles. I think maybe a D tackle would be good to look at as well. Linebackers, which is great. We've got Benji Carter. That's great. We're looking at Hammer. I think this should be doable for us. Mid linebackers, Jaquan Goodley, Biggers. We're actually looking quite solid. Mitch Kellum, I like that. Campanaro on the cornerback. We're looking good on Darren Foster so far. Frederick Wimbley also looking quite okay-ish. Free safety, focusing on Craig here. Stitzer pretty low. Ricci, I think we're going to be locked out for both of these, but that's all right. Ringo, Berlin. I don't feel too bad about Berlin here. And then it's kicker and punter. Those are not really areas of need, but I think I want to try and find. So we're going to be offering these a scholarship just to be on the safe side. Tight ends. All right, scholarship offered. Maybe more tackles, more guards, center. That couldn't hurt. Apart from that, D tackles. I think D tackle should be that would be a huge quality of life, by the way. If I go to add prospect and he just immediately adds a prospect at that position, that would be pretty amazing. All right, 0 interest from everybody. I don't think there are 4 stars available anymore. That's all right. We're gonna go 3 stars. Doesn't matter. All right, interest is not too high. 3-star prospects. Now let's just go with these here. I could also sort by pipeline, to be fair, but it doesn't matter. Now, I think I was looking at offensive tackles. Is there somebody that has interest? Yes. Sydney Ty. How many? 27 out of 35. We're just going to be adding the dudes that are the most interested in us to our board. Center. Our recruiting board is full. All right. So that's all right. So let's just select all. Go to the bottom. And we're just going to be adding scholarships for everybody here. We've got 15 more points. So we're going to go with 1 D tackle. We're going to go with 1 right tackle. And we're going to go with 1 right guard. There we go. Now we've spent all the hours. I do hope we get some more commits or lockouts next week. That would help us. James Madison. It's going to be an intra-conference battle. We are better than they are, so this should be a clear win for us. We have taken the lead. We're quite solidly ahead. Well, it's Arkansas State, South Alabama, and Marshall are all tied in terms of the conference score. Apart from that, we are really far ahead. But we've got dudes visiting us, and it's just going to be immensely important that we win this game to make sure that they really want to join us. CPU uniforms. What can we do here? Current away option. All white. Current alternate. Oh, this is nice. Current away alternate. We're gonna go with the away option. All white. I think this is really beautiful. I like the gold stripe on the helmet. That's looking really slick. Entering the field is the home team. Randy Keel is the dude with the back plate out. Who's that 97 showing off his crazy abs? Marching band playing. What's the pattern that they're in? Is it a CNC for Coastal Carolina? I don't know. Looks like an N somewhere in there. But whatever, let's go. Let's be our best today. Onwazurike has been fine. I have switched Armstrong to be my my starting tight end. He's just faster than Greenhagen. At the same time, I know that I have to keep Greenhagen somewhat motivated. I just know that at some point Dominique is gonna pull away and the defenders are gonna drop off. So let's go with a clean run play here. We're gonna go with a counter. Gonna go towards the left. It is... Holy Shazam. Where was I supposed to go? That felt like a little bit of a clusterfuck right there. Jordan Zamora. Alright. No opening. They were just waiting right there. Let's go the double cross. I like this play because I've got Armstrong and Kuykendall and Yates. It's just so many options. And I just know that one of these is going to open up. 3rd and 2. 76 out of 90. 762 yards. He's not one of the pass leaders, I know that. But at the same time, just going to break through on this one. At least that is the plan. Oh, Zamora breaking through, getting more than the first down. That's actually a pretty good one. White trail. I've got Zimmer on that route. I like it. It's a circular route. Zimmer is amazing. 2nd and 5. What I like about him is that he's just really fast and pretty precise as well. Zamora is my target on this one, by the way. Snatch, and then just step over the line. There we go. 1st and 10 at the 22. Gonna set up inside zone, right to left. There we go. Opening. Shifty did activate really quickly there. 2nd and 6. What do we do? Let's set up an inside zone. Maybe a pass play is more viable. Yeah, let's go with a mesh spot. Yates, Armstrong. I've got Zimmer. So the options are there. Nice. 3rd and 1. Isaac Armstrong. And we're going to go with the dive. It's going to be Quinn. Is Zamora tired? I don't know. But Quinn is a solid option as well. The only question I have is, where's Tin? Quinn and Tin. There we go. Loving that one. Let's see. I've got the 3rd down. That's Quickendall. That's alright. And here we've got Tin. Is he injured? No. Why is Quinn taking over? I think Quinn is 2nd in line here. So if Zamora is tired, then he will take over. And that's fine. Terrell Porton is my impact player. Of course, he could be. He's my wide receiver number 1. Point is, though, he is... I have eons of time. I can really take a look at other plays. Let's set up a cross dig. Quick reshuffle right there. I've got Armstrong on the quick route. And he's just so good holding on to the ball there. There's a lot of wear and tear on him, I think. Yeah. Was taken down pretty hard right there. So we're just going to be adjusting this real quick. Don't want to risk an injury. And if he's at the moment a little bit bumped up, we can use Greenhagen, who is slightly slower, of course. But not to worry. We're going to use goal line unders. Saavedra is going to be my receiver. Greenhagen is also going to be an option. Porton maybe. But I think I'm going to be... Oh! Wow, that was a quick one. Marcellus Nash came at me. Let's go levels. There was not a lot of protection there. Vieira left arm. Everybody else is fit. That is good. Damania. There you go. Terrell Porton, 4th and goal. 1 yard to go. At the end of the first quarter. There we are. 52 passing yards, 22 rushing yards. It's not the craziest stat line. Don't feel like going for a field goal though. Not at the 1 yard line. Here we go. It's going to be Zamora. We're going to try and break in Katauskas. Do your thing. There we are. We're in. And the arrow is coming out. Jordan Zamora. Christian Washington was amazing, but I think Zamora could be even better. In terms of talent, I think he just has a little bit more up his sleeve. There we go. Just breaking in. Let's continue to the next moment. Defense stops them. That's nice. We're going to go with an inside zone right to left. Quickendall. Gonna be the runner here on Wazarike is on fire. That was a nice reaction by the defensive player there. Post corner drive. One of my favorite plays. I don't think Greenhagen will open up, but I've got Terrell. Yeah, that was my bad. 3rd and 6. We're gonna try that again. That was just a little bit silly on my part. There we go. Porton. Lovely stuff. With the catch and then finding the space. Goes to show, if I don't bungle the play, it's a very effective one. Gonna go with Zamora. Porton could open up. I don't think he will though. Holy Shazam. That was an interception. Probably forced that one. But alright. On Wazarike, if you don't dare, you don't win. Everybody's like, damn. Defense turns it over. That's good. I had full confidence in my defensive unit, so not to worry. Play action boot slide on Wazarike. Let's get him a few passes again. Make sure that his confidence goes up. Great stuff. That was really nice, by the way. Damania. And he can do those. He can get those passes done. Damania going over in 1 minute 52:53. Time for a drive. Yates, 1 minute 22. Oh well. I probably could have kept running, but I thought I was going to be blocked on that one. But that's alright. Curl pivot dig is next. Looking to get Damania open, and then it's acres of space. Let's hope he opens up, and he does. Get a block out there. That's fantastic. Just step out of there. 1 minute 9 on the clock. Since we're trying to 200 career receptions. Jesus Christ. To be fair, I'd really like to see his career play out. Man, I love this game. I really do. That's just crazy fun. Wazarike has a massive flak jacket, which is why he looks so super bulky. Zamora. But that's alright. Whatever he needs to feel safe. Threading the needle. 1 minute 3. Ushered out of bounds again. Slot post. We're very close. Greenhagen. Come on, man. Get in there. Do your thing. Just hold on to the ball there. Nice. 58 seconds. Top passing touchdowns. Notre Dame, Florida, South Carolina, University of Massachusetts, Connecticut. Yeah, overload blitz was the attempt to stop us. Do we go with the pass play? Yes, let's go with the pass play. Looking for Saavedra. Maybe Zimmer. Both are viable. Jesus Christ, Saavedra is a rocket. Did you see how fast he was? Very happy that Damania is so good as a slot receiver. And I've got Dove and Yates. I can use them in there as well in that setup. We need to bring in some fresh blood, but those freshman receivers, I feel pretty solid. Pretty good about them. Might be 3 stars, but have enough in the tank to be really helpful. And we're going to be chewing the clock. It's 14-0. There is no need to do something crazy here. Inside zone. Zamora. Let's go. Or do we have a better play? Yes, we have a wide trail. We're going to look at this one here. I want to get Zimmer. Just get it in there. Oh, did you see that? Left him for dead and still not going down. Tony Zimmer. 2 catches, 13 yards. He's not my highest rated dude, but he gets the job done. And he's incredibly resilient. So when you look at it, there we are. Zamora goes down. Let's just take a quick look at the wear and tear. I am... Alright, so this is looking good. This is looking good. Alright, Isaac Armstrong has recovered, but we're gonna let Greenhagen take some snaps here. Need to get him some XP. Well, that's what we're after. Holy samoli, and that is an opening. That was quite an opening. I thought the defensive player was gonna run straight at us, stop us there. That did not happen though. I think we're gonna fake him out here with the inside zone. Real quick adjustment. Gonna go over here. 2nd and 7. Next up is smash play. Again, we're gonna be looking for Quinn. Here we go. Just get across that line. And this is the type of team culture that I'm trying to cultivate. I want a team that is just gonna help each other out. There are no stars. We're in 16th spot, by the way. Coastal Carolina fans celebrating. As one might expect. Now, what is the buck sweep read option? That looks quite crazy. How does this one work? Oh, this is nice. Keyshawn Flowers injures himself on the stop, and Quickendall seems injured as well. Alright, so this is a good option to pick up like 3 solid yards. Do we have fantastic play up our sleeves? I think I like a slide. I'm gonna be going with Greenhagen. Right, I'm not gonna be going with anyone because I'm gonna get absolutely shit mixed. Greenhagen. He's not the fastest. I don't think you could really say that about him. But he's doing decently well in terms of just, you know, when he has the ball, doesn't let it go. Good control. What he's certainly lacking in speed, he makes up for in toughness. But he and Armstrong are so close to each other. And Armstrong's a 4-star recruit as well, so we're not dumping on him. Just in terms of getting injured, I'd rather not have an injury. Alright. And again, turnover. Inside zone. We're going to move inside that 2-minute drill. Zamora. Can we go around everybody? No. 2nd and 3. Solid 7 yards though. Inside zone again. 48 yards. It is not a lot. But it's hard work. And he's doing the best job he can. At least in my opinion. Very solid. Halfback dive time. 3rd and 3. Love the percussion in the background. First down. Still going strong. I'm pressing the X button to stiff arm. And we're just keeping the runs going. Going forwards here. 2nd and 7. I want to see Tim. I want to see Timothy Tin. That strength rating is pretty cool, to be fair. 96. Let's get you going. See what he can do. Not the craziest pickup right there, but doesn't matter. We're going down, 15 seconds to play. Another one, 3rd and 4. We're going to call a timeout here, and I'm going to let Coward go for a field goal. 23 yards. This is super easy. There is no stress, no pressure. Need to get him the XP. I just hope he gets better over time. Accuracy is the issue. Nice. Silvera, by the way, that's the 2nd freshman quarterback. Don't think he'll get a lot of playing time. But I don't know, how do you guys balance that? I think it's really tough to do that. Get everybody enough playing time so that they're happy and motivated. And on was Enrique. Again, a solid game for our standing quarterback, Join Zamora, a sophomore. Player of the game today. He's going to be that a lot. Don't know if he's going to get a bazillion yards. I don't think he will. That's just not the way I operate the team. I pick the players according to the position. I don't pick the plays according to the players. I could pick the plays depending on the players I have, but I usually do it the other way around. I pick the plays. I don't care who the player is. Now, let's continue before I confuse myself and everybody else. We stay on track. We win against Madison. It's a blowout. That's amazing. Rush yards -8, 11 passing yards only. That was a dominating performance by our defense. Great job there. Solidifying that Sunbelt Conference top spot. And that's exactly what we're after. Apart from that, I'm really enjoying this season. It's really great fun. I do hope we can bring in some more great players. I will be looking at the prospects off camera a little bit, and also at our own players and their high school ratings, just to see if I might be able to tinker a little bit with the depth chart. But yeah, the tough games are still ahead of us. Certainly not the ones we had. Not all of these games were easy, especially Troy was a little bit tricky. And also Liberty felt quite tough, but we're playing Army next. We've got Appalachian State, we've got Marshall. So there's just a lot of these teams, and especially those 3 away games are going to be quite tricky towards the end of the season. The conference championship, this is always challenging, and then playoff time, as you guys know. So there's always that to consider, but for now, I'm just super happy with how we're underway, with how this team is performing. I'm loving the game. I hope you are as well. If you're enjoying it, drop a like, consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me. As always, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me, making this special. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay healthy, everybody. And I hope to see you again next time.